What happens when a woman has only God? There comes a moment in a woman's life when the noise fades. The phone stays silent. The familiar voices vanish. Even the people she expected to stay no longer check in. And in that quiet, something sacred begins. Because when a woman is left with no one to lean on but God, heaven doesn't turn away. It leans in closer. This season is not weakness. It is formation. A woman never remains the same after walking alone with God. She is either crushed by the weight or rebuilt with fire in her spirit and clarity in her soul. If this season feels personal, it's because it is. This isn't motivation. This is recognition. Sometimes God removes every human support so you can finally discover who you are when He is all you have. 1. When God becomes her only source, nothing can shake her. Loss feels like failure to the world. But in heaven, loss often marks the beginning. As long as people are your foundation, your strength stays limited. But when God alone becomes your source, you become anchored beyond circumstances. Hannah cried in secret places where no one defended her. Her pain wasn't wasted. It became a doorway. Her tears didn't weaken her. They positioned her. God often clears your circle not to punish you, but to refine you. He removes dependence on people so your identity can no longer be stolen by rejection. When God is your foundation, opinions lose power. When He covers you, criticism can't reach your core. A woman sustained by God alone is untouchable. 2. Isolation is often training, not rejection. Not every lonely season is an attack. Some are assignments. Before Esther stepped into influence, she lived in obscurity. No applause, no audience, just preparation. God often pulls His daughters away before He lifts them up. Not because He's silent, but because He's intentional. Purpose is rarely shaped in noise. It's formed in quiet obedience. If people walked away unexpectedly, don't assume abandonment. You may be in a season where God is removing distractions so He can speak clearly. Isolation doesn't mean you're forgotten. It means you're being shaped differently. 3. Solitude sharpens spiritual hearing. Too many voices blur discernment. When life becomes quiet, God's voice becomes clearer. Mary Magdalene stayed when others left, and because she remained, she heard her name spoken by the risen Christ. God speaks personally to those who stay close in lonely seasons. What feels empty now is actually intimacy and formation. Don't rush to escape solitude. It's teaching you how to recognize God without confirmation from others. The clarity you gain here will protect you later. 4. When she is only God, her faith becomes bold. Faith grows strongest when comfort disappears. The widow with nothing left obeyed anyway. And obedience unlocked provision that logic couldn't explain. When faith is all you have, it becomes all you need. God often asks for trust at the very edge of lack, not to harm you, but to reposition you. Miracles don't begin where everything makes sense. They begin where faith refuses to quit. If faith is all you're holding right now, don't let go. You're standing on miracle ground. 5. A woman who depends on God becomes spiritually powerful. Strength isn't loud. It's rooted. Heaven doesn't tremble at appearance. It responds to prayer. Women who learn to fight alone with God develop unshakable authority. Deborah rose without permission, not because she was supported, but because she was sent. When God becomes your source, your presence carries weight. Your prayers shift atmospheres. Your obedience disrupts darkness. That's why your confidence is targeted. The enemy fears women who know where their power comes from. 6. When she is only God, her worth is restored. Many women learn their value through acceptance, but God teaches value through identity. Hagar was unseen by people, but fully known by God. In the wilderness, she discovered a truth that changed everything. She was never invisible. Sometimes being overlooked by people is the very place where divine revelation begins. Your worth has never been measured by who chose you. It has always been established by who knows you. And God sees completely. 7. Her story becomes her strength. Every woman who walked alone with God carried something powerful on the other side. Loneliness didn't end their story. It started it. What feels like loss now will one day speak louder than words. God doesn't waste silence, heartbreak, or tears. He weaves them in a testimony. This season isn't meant to break you. It's meant to prepare your voice. One day, your survival will become someone else's hope. Final word. If you feel forgotten, you're not. If you feel delayed, you're not. If you feel alone, you're not. God isn't absent. He's intentional. Stop searching for human rescue. Lift your eyes higher. Because when God is all you have, you actually have everything. If this message resonated with you, type "God is enough for me" in the comments. Share this with a woman who may be standing alone right now. And subscribe. The next message may be the one that confirms what God is already doing in your life. Bye.